I never cursed God's name. I never hated him. I just was asking, like, why? Why me?
Yeah, I know it's been a little while, but I gotta let them know. Yeah, gotta let them know. If you ever been down, opportunity to grow. Yeah, I know you having trouble understanding it. If you trust in God, he got his hands in it. I promise he'll protect you like it's lamb in it. He don't get the glory if the man did it. You gotta stand with him. I know. Yeah.
Hey guys, so crazy enough, I began to drive and I came here to the Alliance Town Center and I had no idea I was getting here. So hey, my name is Kenya. Thank you so much for tuning in to another vlog. And right now I'm gonna tell you about something that's very personal to my heart, and let's go. It's gonna be like a very, I think, streamlined. So right here is the Plato's Closet, and if you guys know me, about 2 years, almost close to this time, I was dropped off to this location and I became homeless. It was a very rough year for me and I ended up in an even rougher spot. So let's stand in the spot I was in when I had absolutely nothing. Oh my God, let me see if I can have like a bigger take. And I will literally, I can't. Oh, maybe right here, let me see. Can it sit on here? Yep. So yes, right here is where I sat when I had absolutely nothing to my name. And I feel like I really didn't need this because I have been feeling a lot of confusion. I have been beating myself up a lot lately about where I am. I've been feeling very confused. And sometimes just coming out to a place that you've always been in gives you a lot of closure. So I'm gonna actually sit down and see what I feel. Oh God. I'm putting my little purse down. And mind you, it was super cold. Oh my God. Taking a lot of deep breaths right now. And I'm gonna definitely show the picture of me sitting in this exact same spot. It was so cold. The trash can that was right there was actually right there. And in it, I had threw away a lot of the things that were weighing me down that I couldn't bring with me. And in this place, I ended up making a guitar song. I think it was something about, it was definitely called Soul Ache. I played the guitar, I had all my stuff around me. I had my blankets, my bags, and it was heavy and it was hard. There is no denying I have been through absolutely a lot in my life. And this is one of the places, and I've always wanted to come back and revisit some of the places that I was at my absolute lowest. My heart is beating out of my chest right now. Sitting here, I remember being so scared, feeling so numb, and the craziness felt so tangible. I felt so crazy, and I felt so betrayed. And the fact that yesterday I was sitting with a baby girl who had just went through a domestic abuse, and she's only nothing but 19. And seeing her in the bed all like hurt, I prayed over her, and as we were just sitting there, she'd look over and then she'll turn over and go into the deepest cry. And I was telling them, I'm like, what she's experiencing is heartbreak. He hurt her feelings so bad, and I was telling her just to cry it out, just to release it. I know she was in a place of shock, betrayal, guilt, shame, pain, numb, feeling like a shell of a person because of what she experienced. So I say that because I was doing the same thing essentially. When I was here, I was crying. There was people passing me by. And I remember, I forgot about this memory. There was a lady who walked up to me and who said, "What are you doing here?" And I looked at her with tears in my eyes, and I was like, I don't know. Even she knew that I did not belong in the place that I was in. It was so surreal. And she gave me like $3 $20 bills and be like, $60, and she went inside and literally began to get her clothes. I think they came in first and spoke to me, and then they left. And that gave me hope, because I was like, I didn't have any money starting off, and I had just got my Cash App account robbed of $80. It was really bad, so I was like, that was the replenishment I definitely needed. And it was so late in the night that I couldn't even sign in to a shelter. So I probably would sleep maybe 30 minutes at a time, very light sleep, because it was dark and it was cold, and any sound would wake me up, as anyone would. And just see, this is my view. I was looking at all of this here, especially like over there, and I would be in just so much shock. I was in so much shock, y'all. So another thing I remember is it being so cold, and I just did a painting sip, and it had some alcohol, and it was so cold I had to literally take and open the bottle of wine, and I didn't have like a little cork or anything, so I had to like press it into the bottle, and it was so cold I had to drink from it to warm my body up. And it was sad. I had called my ex at the time, because he lived very close. My mom wouldn't take me in, my brother wouldn't take me in, my sister wouldn't take, nobody would take me in. And I had just left from Louisiana, and I literally was like told, like, you can't stay here anymore with my uncle, and my grandma and them didn't want to take me in. Like, nobody wanted to take me in. It was just me. And I was thinking, like, what can I do? Who do I have? And I wrote music about it. So yeah, the day is sunny, but that day was so cold. Like, the sun was out, but I didn't pay any attention to it. Who would? Didn't go through a lot. I remember I went through my clothes and I downsized, and I donated some of the clothes to Plato's Closet, and I wasn't even here long enough to even get the money from some of the clothes I donated, even though I could have got something. But I was here, and I kept walking to Planet Fitness, into the Ashley's furniture store across the street. Because it was so cold, I had to sit in Ashley's furniture store because I was so cold. And I would sit by the exit door, and I would just be like, God, this is so warm. I wish I could just stay in here and sleep in one of these beds. But I knew I had to leave. And I ended up, because it was so cold, going into the Planet Fitness and telling them, hey, I just got kicked out. I'm homeless. I have nowhere to be. Can I please just sit in the lobby? and just take like a little nap or just sit here so I don't have to be cold outside. And they were like, fine. And somebody reached out to me, and that happened, and that wasn't good either. But life brought me here. And though a lot of things are different now, I think about this spot a lot, and how like helpless I was when I was sitting here, and how invisible I felt when I was sitting here years ago. And I remember I would pray, I'd be like, Lord, please chime in, do something, please. And the fact that he has sent me some really good people in my life that speak so much life into me. He has presented so many miracles in that time that gave me so much time back that was lost. And I remember thinking about like Job, and it's crazy because I'm in the book of Job, and I was like, Lord, I wasn't a bad person, was I? And it was just like, I never cursed God's name. I never hated him. I just was asking, like, why? Why me? Why do I deserve this life? There are people far worse than me, and I don't have to live this way. And reading the book of Job, you find out like it's not about you as a person. It's just that's like the enemy hates that your story will be a testimony. And God is going to use every tear, every pain in the promised land, and he will bless you. So the fact that the Lord has revealed to me, like, my new purpose in life is basically to live a soft life, to romanticize my life, to film what I do day to day. He's been telling me that, but I finally believe it now. Like, no, I live a beautiful life, and I want to show people about it. Because people who know me, they already seen, like, when I tell them, like, stuff will happen, and I couldn't plan for it, and it'd be people who literally turn their back on me in a second. I'd be like, how did that happen? And people were able to witness that when I went through that eviction, where that was odd, that's weird, why? And I was like, right. That's in my whole life. So, and now it's like a lot different because I have a lot of wisdom. And I was just on a phone call with my brother, and I was telling him I was doing this. And, it's too bright. I was telling him I was doing this. I was on the call for like, 40 minutes? Now just spitting out advices and giving him perspective. And I feel like he needs that. And I feel like I need that. And I am just stepping into an area that feels like imposter syndrome. Because not only do I I want to, and my purpose is to like present my life, is also to like teach on all that I've been learning in these past 5 years. And it's a lot, and it's more than just business. It's about being resilient and pivoting and loving life even when life don't love you back. Presenting yourself beautiful before the Lord, because you're worthy no matter what stage that you're in. And it's hard. It's hard. It was hard. And people think like whatever you like buy memberships from people that it becomes easier. It doesn't. It's still hard. It's still a process. And my life has become a ministry. How I show up for people, how I speak to people, how I love on people, how I show up to the people. And do I feel like I don't get nearly as return on investment online as I put out? Yes. I'm being vulnerable on purpose. And not everybody can face that. However, in real life, I am. It's beautiful, and I have wonderful people around me, and so much has changed, and so much forgiveness has happened. And it's different now. And it's different now, different now, it's different now, it's different now. And I love you now. Like Mustard Seed. If y'all know, I just released my album Mustard Seed, and y'all should stream that. I talk about triumph and resilience and going through it and healing and changing and begging and pleading. Even when all you have to offer is a beg and a plead, because you can't find the pieces of everything else just yet. No matter what, I promise that God is faithful. Not a meanie bobini. All of this means something, I promise. And rejection is definitely redirection. We're going to face so much rejection. But rejection does not define us. I promise you. I was rejected by my entire family at one time, and then the whole world. And then at one point, myself. At a lot of points, myself. And I still found my way back. And life is more brighter and beautiful than ever. And it's gonna get more brighter and more beautiful. And I'm growing the capacity to hold everything. So yes, it may seem bad now. And it's not even may. It probably is bad now. But you are the author of your story. This is your world. This is your moment. Even if it's the lowest moment, this is yours. And no one else can have it. You take that. You take that. And you use it. You pivot. Promise me you'll pivot. Promise me you'll pick up those broken pieces and you'll make art. You'll create. You'll sing. You'll preach. You'll teach. You'll alchemize it. Because we are not made to be broken forever. We are like broken vessels being dropped and picked up over and over and over and over and over again. Be water. Don't conform. Be pure. Be clean. Be love and be loved. Try hard. And at the same time, and some things don't even try at all. And you'll find which ones need which action. Listen and know what's for you and know what's not. Heal and be in tune with your body. Look your best, show up your best, because you never know who you'll meet, whether that is in person or in the mirror. You create your world now, in this moment, not the next moment. This moment that you have right now, you are creating, and you decide what it will be. Let the Lord lead you and be led. Be soft. Whether you are a woman or a man, be soft. Be a recipient of the Lord. Because I'm telling you, not only does he want to give you all that your heart desires, he wants you to become all that your heart desires. I promise you. I'm just letting you know, bro. I am sitting here in glasses that cost me $200, hair that cost me $200, a cute little Michael Kors bag, it ain't mine, but it probably retails at $200. Like, right now, I am not in the same position I was last time. I don't even look like it. And I thank God for that. So I think this is everything. This is everything I have to share. I like that I came here and just gave this a moment. But yes, God is good all the time. Thank y'all. So plot twist. I ended up coming into the store and I'm gonna get something that marks the symbolization of like things changing, a pivot. Not sure if that's a bag or a shoe or a top or something. And it's nice stuff in here. I didn't bring much with me, but we're gonna find something. Hi, I just spoke with a lady and she said she really loved my testimony and she resonated because her and her daughter has also experienced it. And I feel a lot of emotions right now. And I said I would get something that would solidify. And I found this cute little Michael Kors bag. Y'all don't know this, but I've never owned a designer bag for myself. So this will be like my first designer bag. I feel like this is me. I feel like it gives me. It's so pretty. I think this is gonna be it, guys. Let's hear it for the outfit, though. Hold on. Let's hit a little 0.5 or 1. Look at the outfit, how it came together. And the little purse, and it's so neutral. I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. But any outfit, all white, all neutral, it's like green. I think this is the one. Okay, I found this sweater. Y'all, I'm in love. This is so nice. And the shirt is gonna give it more like poof, as you can see in the back. My back is not like this, but I love how it falls and how it drapes. It just feels very relaxed and cozy and nice. I think I might get this too. And let's see it with the purse on. Let me see. I want it to match. Oh, look at it. This is so pretty. This outfit is so me. Okay. I love it. Okay. All right. I think these two definitely are coming with maybe like a little jewelry. Then I'll get out of here. Can't imagine. Oh my gosh.
All right. So we did a 20% off discount today. It took $12.60. We did $54.50.
Out of the abundance of the heart it flows. Out of abundance of the heart it flows. Out of the abundance of the heart. Out of the abundance of the heart. Out of the abundance of the heart, it all flows. I had this song in my heart. I don't want to film too much, but that's the lady and her daughter who loved the testimony. She had walked up to me and she was like, because I walked into Plato's Closet and the lady was like, hey, how are you today? And oh, I have everything on me. And I was like, changed. I'm changed. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I just recorded a video. And about me really being homeless and the Lord changing me. And I wanted to come in and get something that solidifies this moment of the change and what the Lord has done. So I look at it, I remember. She said, okay. And then as I was shopping a little bit, a lady came up to me and she was like, I loved your testimony. I love your testimony. And she said she had been through the same thing with her daughter. That's all I was trying to say in there. She had been through the same thing with her daughter. And we talked about how when the Lord tells you, are you okay with giving up something? Are you? You know, and at the time she was too young and she didn't know what it meant, she said. But now, she gets it. We both get it. And I feel so heard, so known, so loved. And she was saying, when I say I love you, I mean it. And I was like, I know what you're talking about, girl. And she became a mother at a young age. And she was like, I wasn't perfect, but she said something like, I wasn't perfect, but I knew what I wanted to teach them. Which was amazing to hear, because I was like, dang. I never thought about that, like being in motherhood, like knowing what you want to instill in your children is very powerful. And she was like, I just love the whole interaction. Oh my God, I hugged her like 2 times. And one of the amazing things that she said also was that she loved about Proverbs 3 and Proverbs 31, where God talks about like a powerful woman. Like, what does that look like, a woman in the Lord? And when you've learned to cultivate and obey that, you don't put up what you used to put up with, because now she's a woman that's about her business. She works early. She cares about people. She cares about the people that serves. She cares about herself. She goes out and she picks out fine linens, and she tends to things like that. Mind you, the things that the lady is doing, it's not laborious. It's sensual. It's romantic. It's womanly. It's beautiful. It allows her to use her womanly essence for things around the kingdom, around the house, you know. And one would assume a Proverbs 31 woman, or a woman that the Lord describes in Proverbs 31, is one that resides in a kingdom. She is doing the work for the kingdom, not a spiritual kingdom. Yes, that, but a physical kingdom in the time, you know. If you're picking out fine linens and all that stuff, and you know what? I wouldn't even say necessarily a kingdom every time. I would say it'd be for her, just her household, because, you know, back then they sewed things, they weaved things, they went to the markets. Some of them did have servants, and even if you didn't have a lot of the things, you probably did have a servant at the time. It was amazing talking to her, and the fact that I was heard and someone looked at their own life and was like, yes. And she's like, I'm just glad that you shared and you weren't ashamed of anything. And I was like, no, I'm not. Oh, shame is a waste. Love is where it is. And then the fact that I got me a cute little sweater because it's chilly, and my first designer handbag. Thrifted, because I'm a good upset. I love a good thrift. But it's crazy. I walked in something borrowed and walked in with something new. So this is nice, y'all. I really do. I'm aware that my edges is dried out because the wind. It's cold outside, okay? Girl, get out. Get out. I'm very well. I see this too. I know it's bothering some of y'all. It's bothering me too. But I have more things to say. So yeah. This is beautiful. I think this is everything. Did not expect all to conspire, but I thank the Lord for like bringing me here. And I prayed today over me and my friends' every move. So yeah. The Lord is good. So thank you for watching, for tuning in on this roller coaster of emotions and coming back. There we are, guys. I was right there. And now I'm right here. So yeah. I'm happy. I'm grateful. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that this helps you with your journey of vulnerability and growth and love in all ways, shapes, and forms. As always, I love you. Be good, be great, and be loved. Bye.